YouTubers, hello subscribers, kisses to you. OMG, I have so much I want to talk about. Kisses to all of you. Thank you so much for hitting like and so much for leaving a comment. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so very much. Kira has not started school yet, but she will shortly. I'm finishing up this little bottle of wine. This is the end of it. It's actually good. And all that good stuff. The AC, we're getting it fixed tomorrow. We have 2 units, one downstairs and one up. And so the one down is having to push harder, and you can kind of feel it's not as cool. So, but we're taking care of it. Some of you mentioned that because I mentioned it. I was a lot that I wanted to say yesterday that I didn't get off my mind. I'm hoping that I get it all out today. So let's get started, okay? I want to talk about this really quick. I was over there at Paula M's for just a moment, and she had this clip of Meghan, a video of Meghan talking to this reporter. Oh yeah, the big hair. I did. I went big. Talking to this reporter about how she wanted to go into politics, but she opted out and decided to do acting. And I thought to myself, I said, you're not really good at either. And I think it's her personality. She doesn't have that much talent either. Moving on. And so I thought about it. I said, so come to find out, Meghan has always had these presidential, aspirations. And I was like, well, wouldn't that dream die after you kind of marry a prince? Like, don't your life change completely after you marry a prince? Because here's the thing. Meghan's talking about all her stuff, right? And so she marries this guy knowing that if she ever wanted to be in politics, that she wouldn't be able to. Because number one, she lives in the UK. And number two, that you just can't. You're married to a prince. You got to follow him. Follow. Because she didn't just marry any man. She married into a dynasty. She married into a family business. When she married Harry, she didn't just marry Harry. She married everyone. She married the institution. She married it all. And everyone knows that when you become into the royal family as an outsider, that you're giving up your life for theirs. Meghan didn't give up her life for Harry's. She didn't. She never was. She's always wanted to be in politics. Well, wouldn't that be easy to do if she married a prince and then lied and ran back over here and started picking up the phone and calling Gavin Newsom and Michelle Obama and Hillary Clinton talking about how she wants to be in politics? There's my receipts. It goes back to Meghan never wanting to be in the UK. She never loved Harry and never, ever was planning on being a working royal. Ever. She was always coming back to the United States. She was setting it up. And Harry was not in cahoots with her vision board. Meghan has been deceitful, manipulating, conning in every way you can put it. And she's trying to do that with us. Trying to make us believe these stories. Are you really seriously pushing this? Pushing things out? Forgot my thought. I was going to give some examples, and then I went to the car chase, and then Anyway. Here's my receipts that he married a fraud and didn't know it in the beginning. That he is being bullied himself. That he is in a situation where it is not good. Harry has been fighting her battles since he met her. We'll get there. So I just found it very odd that she always wanted to be in politics, and now all of a sudden she's come to the United States and calling all the Congress people, letting them know that she wants to be something because of her name is now the Duchess of Sussex. This is what she did. She ran over there, used the royal family. The Queen gave her something. She took it from the Queen, which was the Duchess of Sussex, and ran back to the United States to use that for her personal gain. But that's not all the Quickly Crumble did, okay? That would have been, you know what? We probably would have forgave her for that. No. Not only did she steal the name and lie and manipulate her way into the royal family, but she came over here and got on the Oprah show and started calling them racist. After they gave her the Duchess of Sussex, Princess and Prince. Ain't that what Harry and Meghan call their kids now? The damage, the trouble, the destructive, the nastiness that spews from Meghan is unbelievable. And so she tiptoes over here to the United States and starts calling around, letting people know that she wants to be president. And went as far as to ask Joe Biden to ride on Air Force One. Oh, okay. Get in. But you know what? Meghan has a issue with doing that. She does that all the time. Check it out. George Clooney asking for his plane. Yeah, asked him to get my battery. My phone was going out. So I'm going to try to pick it up where I left off. Asking to get on, begging people to get on people's planes. She stayed with Tyler Perry's house. He gave her a plane every now and then. I mean, you name it, Meghan was running around asking these A-listers to, almost like they had became her family. Meghan started treating these A-listers like our family or like peasants or like, oh, can I borrow your plane? Can I stay at your cottage? Just like when she was going to New York and asked to stay with someone. You don't do that. I don't remember stars saying, hey, can I bunk with you? I'm coming to town. No, hey, I'm going to be in New York. I'm going to be downtown. Hey, why don't you come hit me up and we can have a drink or something like that. No, come stay with me. What? That's ghetto. It's just ghetto. Or somebody called it rumble something. Oh, my subscriber. No, it's just weird. Meghan thinks we're stupid. And the biggest thing is that she's trying to fool everyone. But her story and the thing that she was hoping that it would work, all this lies and all of this stuff that she has done would just roll over. No. You said that the royal family was racist. I heard that she got invited to Sandringham or whatever. They said, I believe this is how it went. Harry called home and they said, well, Dad, I want to come to the thing. And he said, okay, you can come, but don't bring her. No, don't bring no cell phones. Bring the kids and we'll get to that. Let me move on. I'm going to stick to, this is going to be an hour. So no, the presidency thing bothers me. Her calling Gavin Newsom bothers me. It's like, this is what I think happened with Michelle. She tried to get in good with Michelle so Michelle could give her some tips because that's what she does. That's her MO. Didn't Millie say that? Millie said, I think it was Millie. Millie said, well, she came to town and then we kind of hooked up. No, Meghan made sure she hooked up with you. They hooked up and then she started showing her around in the local places to kind of, let her in to help her get around while she was in the UK. As soon as she married Harry, she sent her a piss off letter and moved on. So she's done. So now she's moving on to Michelle Obama because she doesn't have time for Millie and Jessica anymore, because now she with Oprah and Tyler Perry, you know. And I don't know what she thought about the Beckhams. Is she stupid? Don't she know that they are a powerhouse? They're not over here. They are loved in the United States. And let me tell you something, with Meghan and Harry's reputation, this is what I was trying to say on my video yesterday, and I'm switching and I'm going to go back. That the people that you attack, like the Beckhams and Millie, Jessica, and the rest of the people that she does things to that are manipulative and like ghosts or whatever, they have a following too. And trust me, when you mistreat their person, the Beckhams fans are not going to be happy. And that, to me, is just digging herself further and further into, I don't know, land. I don't know. I'm just living in this bubble. Forgot the bigger point. But anyway, let's move on anyway. Let's just move on. One of my subscribers said that Meghan causes trouble. I thought that was so cute, because it would imply that she just does a few things here and there. No, that thing is crazy. I mean, no, these are my thoughts, my illegibility. I'm not, no. And no, she's not crazy. I don't think I can say that. But I think there is something, let's move on. I didn't put my foot in my mouth already, and then I forgot my thought. She's trouble. She is trouble. She doesn't do troubling things. She is trouble. She is trouble. She's constantly doing something right now, what she's doing, she's focused on herself and her brand and nothing else. And it doesn't matter if her relationship is in the toilet. It doesn't matter if Harry's sick of LA. It doesn't matter if he's sleeping in a hotel or not. I'm done with him. It doesn't matter. I really don't care. I'm here now and I'm going for my brand, and that's all that matters. And we're going to get to the Gayle King. Oh God, this book. I haven't seen him in a while. And I had to wash my hands. I don't even think I caught him. Anyway, I bet I looked retarded. Sorry. No, I'm not stopping this one. This one, we're moving on with the bug. Ain't no cuts and edits. Mwah. No, but I was going to say something and I forgot it. Dang on bug. They invited King Charles. Didn't invite them. I believe he said, now I feel like the bug is everywhere. It's my hair. Remember when she was giving out demands for the coordination, talking about what she wanted and what she was going to do? She wanted to be on the balcony. She wanted to wear a crown. She wanted to wear an outfit too, like she was a working world. She wanted to do everything that William and Catherine does. When she wants to be equal. No, you don't. You want to be above that. She didn't want to be equal with Catherine. That's that stupid stuff. I read it somewhere. Let's move on. So no, they said, and you got to bring the kids. Leave your cell phone. We don't trust you. Who else don't trust her? No one does. No one trusts her. And Charles said, bring the kids. If you don't bring the kids, don't come. In other words, we don't want you sashaying over here looking like you ain't good with us, because you're not. And then don't bring the kids, because all you're over here is to just try to stay relevant. And if she was smart, which she's not going, she's done with the royal family. She doesn't care. She has the name, and she thinks that's enough. It's not enough. It's not enough to have the name alone. You need a connection. And without the connection, your reputation is going to falter because everyone loves the royals, the real ones. And now as we continue to find out about you two, how despicable you are, this is your bone being thrown again. Go do exactly what they tell you to do and come back home. But she's not going to do that because she's so far gone. So they've been somewhat invited with restrictions. They should be. Those demands she was throwing out, she was in no position to give anyone demands about what she wanted to do at their coronation. Who does she think she is? She thinks that since the Queen gave her the Duchess of Sussex, she has lost it. Yeah, she can call George Clooney up and get on his plane anytime she wants to because her name is the Duchess of Sussex. Where's Serena? I heard Serena had a revealing of what the baby was going to look like, and the child reveal, a girl or a boy. She wasn't there. They're best friends? You always see Lala and Kim together. They're best friends. At least that's what they portray to be. That's what I always see them together. You don't see Meghan hanging out with them. Going to special events. Is it because she doesn't want to, or are they not inviting her? Because I'm sure WME is telling her, if you want to be in the it crowd, you have to be seen. Because she's yesterday's news. Over here, she's a celebrity that was yesterday. Today, she is just Meghan. Back to the D-lister. Moving on. So, yeah, okay. So here, let's move on. And I said this to myself, why don't she just take the kids anyway? I'm glad I wrote it down. Why do King Charles have to say, if you don't bring the kids, don't even? And I don't blame him. I hope he said that. He'll never see them kids. And how come you just can't get up one day and just say, oh, check with them and go and show them his grandkids? Because this is what it's leading to, that they'll never see their grandkids because Meghan isn't doing anything to make that. It's been 5 years. They have not seen the kids, and neither Meghan hasn't even talking to her father. So I guess that generation may or may not get to meet their grandkids because she's got issues. And see, it's not just what's being played out in the media. It's that. It's that too that makes me be like, wow. If you take away, that is it for me. That you don't have the connection to your family, to the family that made you who you are, but you're going to bust out and be something on your own when you couldn't do it before. I know I switched the subject. I couldn't get my thought out. Yeah, there it is. Let's move on. No, she won't get in the car and just take him. The reason why I stayed in Dallas, the Dallas area, instead of going to the Houston area is because of my family. They were very upset about me going to Houston. I was like, oh my God, it's 3 hours. Yeah, me and mom probably wouldn't. I would have been like, I told her, I said, but look at us, we're here, I'm here. We're in Dallas. And, oh my God, my daughter just got through hanging out with grandma, and she calls her Mama. So cute. Mama Shark. Let's move on, because sometimes I do that. I start chit-chatting and get off the subject. Sorry. Gail, the interview. Now, here's the thing about Gail interviewing Meghan. That's what it said. So my first thought was, oh, Gail gonna go ahead and finish her off, because Oprah that was enough. And now Gail's gonna come in with her interview like it's gonna be different. Like it's gonna be a different conversation. Like she's gonna not be blaming, and this time she's gonna be blaming the American people, and they're gonna be pissed. It's true. The 2-hour car chase. Is she going to flip that story and make it better so we can understand that she was in a 2-hour car chase? Or is she going to deflect and say, it felt like it? She's not capable of sitting down and being a lady and talking about things that are not negative or just her. I see the conversation with her and Gail, because Gail just wants the story. And Gail didn't learn from Oprah, I guess. Because check it, Gail, Oprah's reputation is in the... Because now people are thinking that she deliberately allowed Meghan to go on her show and lie without fact checking. If Oprah was listening, she would have knew. Okay, she is not on the up and up. But I guess it's okay in their world because they're pushing on with it. At least that's what Andy by Tara said. Andy by Tara. Tara by Andy. I watch other people's channels. I listen. But this is me. These are my thoughts and my assumptions. Okay. So I said, okay, Gail, go and do what you need to do. Because I remember when she did interviewed R. Kelly, and it was a disaster. It was just a disaster. Gail is popular and made it to the top. I know she went to school and all that other crap. But Oprah got her a job and helped her out. Of course. Oh, I can never work in Hollywood because I didn't already dissed Oprah. And so that would, I'm black if I was supposed to be. Oh, no. No, Meghan's going to get on there and play the victim. Start talking about how, whatever. And I dare her say anything about the royal family because you haven't seen them in years. But I'm going to cough that up as, let's see what happens with the interview. I don't think she should ever do another interview ever in her life because she's not good at it. And she's going to go on there and make another fool out of herself like she continues to do. Because Gail is not going to be asking you what you had for supper. She's going to be asking you about your relationship with the royal family, your relationship with Harry. And she's going to lie about the relationship with Harry. She's going to pretend like it's melting in heaven. Everything's just great. Oh, yes. We went here and we had dinner here under the sun for our anniversary. See, here's the pictures. Here's the proof. You don't have to prove to anyone that you're in love. You just is. I put, has any of her interviews gone well? No. Oprah's interview was a debacle. Then she's going to get on there and downplay the racism. At the time, I thought, I felt like it was unconscious bias. All that dumb stuff, because she is going to have to try to clear that up. And she's going to lie about her and Harry. Oh, we're just wonderful. We just had dinner the other night. See, look at the pictures. I did say this. I said Gail's career would take a turn. I do believe that. Let me know what you guys think. I really do. And I'm reading. This is different. Normally, I'm just impromptu in it. I just don't want to forget anything, so I can pause it. I say, get ready for her to start blaming, whining, and crying. That's what she's going to do. That's it. That's her MO. No, no. He's going to come out. He's going to come to the stage and see, he's here with me right now on the Gal Show. No, but you're never there with him at court. You hid 3 months. They said it on this video we're going to watch. She said that for 3 months, Meghan didn't say a word. Yeah, we know, because she got real quiet after Spare. She was letting Harry take the blame for Spare by himself. And they went in on him. Harry, I did. I put Harry really, really messed up when he picked this one. Out of all the women, he really got himself something. I mean, look at him. He can't be happy. He doesn't have any friends. And his family is like, and she's like this too. He has no one. This story right here, the Beckhams, that's not going to go away. Because the Beckhams are respected over here in the United States. We really like them. And I couldn't think of her name the other day, but it's Victoria. Yeah. I hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, beautiful. Beautiful family. He's a soccer player. Of course, he's like known over here in big circles. He's an A-lister. And so what's interesting is she attacked an A-lister. This is what I believe, and I may have said this already. I'm seeing Harry trying to please someone. I do see that. And the reason why he was trying to please her is because she convinced him to call over there to the Beckhams and say, and accuse Victoria of leaking stories in the press about her. It wasn't enough that she blamed everyone in the royal family for leaking stories. Leaking and planting. Leaking and planting. They did no such thing. I don't believe that at all. I do not. And the Beckhams, like I was talking to my husband a minute ago. I said, honey, David Beckham and Victoria Beckham. I said, you know that they are like Hollywood sweethearts. I said, we love them. I said, can you imagine her leaking and planting a story on Meghan? Look how paranoid, or not even her, but look how she has Harry doing it for her. That's my receipt. Fighting for her. He's in court. He said, the reason why I'm here is because I don't want the press to continue to attack my wife. Receipts. That since he felt like he brought Meghan into the royal fold to be a part of his life, and now that she was saying that she was suicidal, I'm paraphrasing, that he felt he was responsible and needed to, do something about it. So what did he do? He either started attacking his family and started pushing back on them because of her whining, talking about the bridesmaid dresses and how Kate wouldn't give her any lip gloss. I mean, this is in a book. And then she allows him to put things in the book. She wrote the book Spare. She's in half the book. Meghan ain't gonna let you talk about her or things relating to her without her checking off on it. Oh, okay. No, she wrote the book. She wrote this book, Spare, and she read it and she signed off on it. Then she skedoodled behind the curtains. Harry wasn't going to court before Meghan. I switched it. He was not going. This is so true. Was Harry in court? And Harry had moved on with his life, past the paparazzi situation with his mom, and had moved on with his life. This woman conjured up those demons or those bad memories while his family was keeping it compressed, his support system that she cut off. Why would I want my husband's support system cut off? Because it's not about my husband. It's about me. It's about my brand, about me being in politics or trying to get there, and my aspirations and my dreams now, because I'm the Duchess of Sussex. You can't go nowhere and read nothing about her without that word being in front, because that's how she wants to be addressed over here in the United States. She wants us to curtsy to her after she went on that docuseries and tried to call it medieval. Okay, where was he? I can't even imagine someone calling me saying that, accusing me of some stuff that I didn't do, and I'm just like, no, you are, this is disrespectful. First of all, I would have got her on the phone, and I would have been Victoria, and I would have said, excuse me, what are you talking about? I need you to be very clear on you saying that I did something to you. I want you to tell me that. Don't have your husband call my husband. You're the one with the issue with me. You call me so we can clear this up. If she didn't know that if it was true or not, then why would Meghan assume and say that? Just like she went on the Oprah show and assumed the royal family was racist because they made a comment about a child that wasn't even thought of at the time, and she wasn't even in the room, that it was a racist comment, or it was that they were racist on that basis, and that they wasn't going to get the titles. When Oprah looks at her, she kind of gets nervous sitting there in her chair a little bit. She starts to move around. Like, yes, there were several conversations in tandem with the skin color and Archie, the titles. She brought the titles up several times. About the security, and, her son wasn't going to have security and all this other stuff. You put yourself in that predicament. You left the royal fold. You knew that you were marrying into an institution, and that's something that you can't just, it's a job, and decide to quit. That's how she treated the royal family. Oh, I don't want this job. I can't do it. It's over. I'm out. No, she was never staying in there because her vision board said president, and she can't be a president if she doesn't mingle with the people over here like she's trying to do and been doing. She thought Harry she's using Harry. Harry's the accessory. Harry helps. He's the one calling Joe Biden and saying, can we ride on your plane? Just like when he was in the Disney line asking asking the producer for a job for his wife during Beyonce's premiere. Idiot. Who does that? That's when I would have stopped being her friend, talking to her, Beyonce, is when that happened. First of all, it's just tacky to be begging all the time. That's another beg moment. Check how many times Harry and Meghan going around begging for freebies. I want to get in a hotel for a cheaper amount in New York City. Mooching off of George Clooney and them. Mooching off of Tyler Perry and his plane and everything that he had to offer. He probably finally told him, listen, y'all got to get out of here. Where y'all going? No, and it just go. The plane ride, Air Force One, calling Gavin Newsom, talking about she wants to be appointed. trying to get in because her name is the Duchess of Sussex, and she's got Harry doing it for her, and he was doing it like an idiot. Ew. No. No, it's just gimme, 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 take, take, take. Meghan is a taker. She's not a giver. She's a taker. She takes things, and it doesn't end well. Soon, and very, very soon, Harry's going to have to walk the hell out of there. Listen to the press. He's everywhere. He can't tell me that he's not swimming in sorrow. And, oh my God, you know what? I think people are genuinely scared of his Endgame book. Oh God. Why? That is not something to care about. He loves talking about himself, the book and the Endgame and all this other stuff. Oh, okay. It's just weird to me. Like he's got this big secret to tell. In November, the book's been moved up. I'm like, so what? I don't think people are, I mean, it's interesting, I guess. I don't know. But these two are, they're not respected in Hollywood. They're not respected by their peers. And they're not respected by the people over here. And so it's just, I read somewhere that they're just don't understand why it's so much bad press. Listen to what people are saying and maybe you'll see. Because if you're just talking and not listening, then you're going to miss it. And that's what she does all the time. She's always telling people what to do. And now that she's the Duchess of Sussex, that's why they had to build her a studio. You know what she said? I got kids. I can't be going anywhere. I got to stay right here because I'm breastfeeding or something stupid like that. And then they did it for her because she thinks she's a princess. And she thinks that since she has become the Duchess of Sussex, that I believe that she thought she was better than the A-listers too. And look how she treated Rebel Wilson. I hope I'm saying her name right. Treated her and her mom like, oh, she's nothing. She's not an A-lister. Okay. Everybody's saying how her personality sucks. If everything is just genuine coming out of there, how can you get anything fluffy and nice and kind and generous and genuine? Because when you look at her and she's talking to you, she has a deception. It's deception. It's for me. They haven't been invited to the who's parties. It's true. Listen. If they were invited, I'm sure Meghan would have went because her PR team would have told her, you need to attend that. You need to attend that. Everybody there got it going on. Everybody there is on the level that you need to be on, so go. No one's inviting her, and if they do, they don't want her around because she can't keep a secret. Like someone said, Harry was talking about how, what's her name, that one lady had, Courtney Cox had mushrooms in her house. What? I would have been like, oh, okay, Harry. So, did you bring them with you? Like, listen, that hasn't wore off. Them saying things like reading Beyonce's text. Like, it's Beyonce. Did you see Harry's face? Like, it was just poor Harry. So, like you guys said, I put some stuff in here last night because I was responding to some of you, and I was like, wow, this is so good. I was talking about Harry's her hold on Harry and how Harry has done all this for her. Calling the Beckhams, getting on a plane, leaving his family, and isolating himself from his friends. Why? Okay, why does Harry gotta be isolated from his friends? Because she didn't want him connecting with them because they might convince him that she's because that's what friends do. They tell you the truth. They say, man, she ain't right. And the man is either going to get mad at the friend and be like, oh, man, I'm done with you. Or be like, yeah, I've been hearing that. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I sensed that too. But Harry was so far up with Meghan that, she didn't have to worry about any of that. She cut off his friendships. I think I would have a mentalness if she cuts off my circulation, my air, my family, my friends, my connection to who I am. She isolated him from everything that he is about. Okay. I do believe some of the A-listers have said, Meghan, listen, you know, maybe you should do this or maybe you should do that. But anyway, I want you to hear this video before I have to go, okay?
And the Sussexes are losing friends faster than Harry's losing court battles at the moment after the Beckhams became the latest A-list couple to ditch the pair following high-profile stunts from Oprah, Taylor Swift and George Clooney. US producer Paula Frolic suggested the couple's big Hollywood freeze-out could be a simple business decision. I was really interested by this. This woman knows the industry, and she said, everyone's got a movie to sell and a Broadway play they want to debut on screen in London, or London's West End. And they know that Prince William and Kate, who are the biggest celebrity gets over there, won't show if they think someone is friends with Harry and Meghan.
Ooh.
But top Daily Telegraph columnist Celia Warden puts the couple's plummeting popularity among Tinseltowners down to their blabber mouths, her words, suggesting they're violated.
More and more people.
Code, and there's no turning back. So what do you think? Is Celia right? That Harry and Meghan are losing A-list friends because they can't be trusted? Dan at gbnews.com. Vote in our poll at gbnews on Twitter. Those results
this is a trust issue.
But first, to debate this now, I'm joined by royal scoop getter at The Spectator, Cara Kennedy.
No, if you could
and
go...
social commentator,
here's the
Joanna.
thing. If you could go on national TV and say that the Queen is racist and the UK is racist, why would anybody trust her? I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, okay. If she would say that about the royal family.
So look, Cara Kennedy, what's going on here? Because clearly Harry and Meghan, who were once the toast of Tinseltown, don't seem to be getting these big invites and seem to be falling out with a lot of big names.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Celia's column in the Telegraph was definitely right about the kind of breakdown in relationship with the Beckhams. And I think she's right when she says that the likelihood is that the Beckhams have pushed away Meghan and Harry rather than the other way around. I mean, we know that Brooklyn Beckham's wedding, the big kind of Hollywood LA wedding, they weren't invited, and we know that William and Kate were. So people are starting to take sides now, and I mean it's definitely far better to take the side of the future king than a couple that is associated with now leaks to the press, and kind of this crusade to take down the monarchy.
Joanna, that's what's going on here, isn't it? Harry and Meghan thought they would get everyone behind them, but actually...
They did. They did. When she came over here on the old show, she was trying to rally her troops, rally her people, like she's in competition with the royal family. You will never win. Countries love the UK. This is just such a no-brainer, but Meghan is strategic, but in a very rough kind of way. She is I was thinking of that lady with the Dalmatians.
American stars want the proximity to real royalty, and real royalty is now William and Kate, not the Sussexes.
Look, I think with Meghan and Harry's situation, and after Spare and after the documentary, it's something that's going to naturally divide a lot of people. You can't expect that, you have something like that, you're not going to have one or two people fall out, or maybe just in general, in friendships. People fall out all the time for various different reasons. It doesn't mean that Hollywood is ditching them. When you've got people like Oprah...
Excuses. She's making excuses. Every time they come on here, they make an excuse and try to normalize what's going on with Meghan and Harry. No. You can't have a friendship, and then you can't. A friendship is you cultivate and whatever. But you can't invite all these A-listers and now all of a sudden you're not friends anymore, and it's a coincidence. They said that about her friends. The D-lister friends. The ones that she don't even mess with anymore, the peasants. Them. Jessica Maloney and Millie and all of them. No. Yeah, this is who she is. This is it. She dissed them and they don't trust her. And she's making excuses as to why people fall out. You just don't fall out with an A-lister, like a lot of them like that. That's not normal.
And Beyonce and Serena Williams and Tyler Perry in your corner, I would actually...
So now she know good and well Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Beyonce is not talking to Meghan. If they were, they would have said something, because they're drowning and they need support. And if Meghan went to Ellen DeGeneres' place and hung out when they invited her to the Porsche thing, so why wasn't Meghan invited to Serena's birthday? Baby reveal. Let's continue. So she makes excuses and says, well, she's hanging out with Beyonce and all these other people. And she knows that Meghan is not hanging out with these people anymore. That was days ago. This is a new day. They're not...
I think that it's more realistic that a lot of these, Hollywood A-listers who are probably quite fickle and probably quite, care about their image and want to be in the right circles, would want to be at Oprah's dinner party next to Meghan, not, going against basically the grain of how they fall out, or maybe just in general, in friendships. People fall out all the time for various different reasons. It doesn't mean that Hollywood is ditching them. When you've got people like Oprah and Beyonce and Serena Williams and Tyler Perry, I would actually think that it's more realistic that a lot of these, Hollywood A-listers who are probably quite fickle and probably quite, care about their image and want to be in the right circles, would want to be at Oprah's dinner party next to Meghan, not, going against basically the grain of how the majority of the biggest stars in Hollywood, including even massive legends like Elton John, are backing.
So it's weird. She's off making excuses and trying to say that, oh, they have friends. They have those, that she named. And she doesn't. But let's just continue.
I don't think that's true. And I think a lot of those people that you just named are kind of pushing back quite publicly against them, especially when
listen to this.
The stuff that they said on Oprah doesn't match up with the stuff that they said a few months ago. For example, there was the big kind of they walked back on the claims that the royal family were racist, and then they said that they didn't say that they were racist, and a lot of people then kind of publicly thought, oh, we need to kind of take a step back from this. But I think the main thing is that there is a lifespan to celebrity, and when they first stepped down from the royal family in January 2020, they were the new big thing. They were the new celebrities of Hollywood. They moved to a very rich area with very rich people surrounding them. And it's only natural that 3 years on, that the kind of celebrityness of them has waned. And also, every time...
So, yes, I get that point, what she's saying. My thing is they've been here long enough to make a mark for themselves so that they can be famous. Because I just don't believe that your fame should run away, especially the Prince and the Duchess of Sussex. They should still be over here dominating. And I don't believe that they were dominating when they first got here. But what she is saying is that they're not the biggest thing that's smoking. And I don't think it has anything to do with the 3-year mark. I just think it has something to do with them. Okay, let's see what she says.
Time they try and keep themselves in the press, it doesn't do them any good. In fact, it just does them harm.
Joanna?
Sorry, I think it's quite disingenuous to say that they're trying
I'm
to
almost done.
Harm.
Joanna?
Sorry, I think it's quite disingenuous to say that they're trying to keep themselves in the press. The press pretty much feed off Meghan and Harry. When Meghan literally disappeared and was just living her life for 3 months, it was, where's Meghan? Has she done this? Has she done that? The press go after Meghan and Harry, and I think that in this...
See, that's that stupid stuff. And I may rewind this just a little bit, but there's the blame. Listen, the media may go after her, some, but she put herself in this situation for scrutiny. And she opens the door for all of this. It's so amazing how Meghan's group of people do the same thing that she does. Make excuses and blame. Because now you're still blaming it on the media. It's all the media's fault. It's the UK media. Now it's the United States media. And is that why Harry is going after the media to stop the attacks on his wife? Okay, so the media is supposed to just go in a corner and be like, shh, don't say nothing about Meghan, because if you do, we're going to get in trouble or something stupid like that. Oh, Harry came over here and realized that the fight that he was going to have with the court system is not what he thought it was going to be for his wife. And so now he's tied up into all this legal crap because of her, because he's fighting for her. He wants the press to stop because of her. It's all about her. And so when you hear them defend, you hear it. What they want. I'm gonna rewind that, please.
Quite disingenuous to say that they're trying to keep themselves in the press. The press pretty much feed off Meghan and Harry. When Meghan literally disappeared and was just living her life for 3 months, it was, where's Meghan? Has she done this? Has she done...
Oh, was that when she dissed Harry with the spare book and he went off making a fool out of himself by himself on that therapy sessions show and stupid stuff like that? That's when she disappeared? And when he was at court? That was her sitting down for a while? No, going away means a long way. A long shush way. Bethany was trying to tell Meghan the other day that they need to go somewhere and sit down because it is over. And here's the deal. Bethany is a A-lister. She runs with that. That's why when Oprah called her up and told her to take that post down, she was like, And it messed up her business. But now it's not anymore. And she's speaking out like she was before. Because the things that she was saying was true. Like we've all been talking about. But it's worse than what we think. No, Harry is trying to shut down the media so his wife can walk across the stage without anybody noticing. And then she gets where she needs to be. Don't talk about the real Meghan. Talk about everything good or don't say anything at all so she can get to the White House. Oh, okay.
That the press go after Meghan and Harry, and I think that in this instance, like I said, maybe, you know, some friendships just naturally come to an end, people grow apart, but I don't think it's fair to necessarily say that, you know, friendships have fallen out. What proof do we actually have that friendships have fallen out? Because somebody didn't attend somebody else's wedding.
Yeah.
And that's maybe...
That is. She said, what proof do we have? Someone not attending someone's event? Oh, yeah. That's all we have. They're not going to get on the show and be like, oh, guess what? Okay, everyone, just a little bit. Listen, I want to do a video tomorrow.
Friendships just naturally come to an
I
end.
know this one's long.
Apart, but I don't think it's fair to necessarily say that, you know, friendships have fallen out. What proof do we actually have that friendships have fallen out? Because somebody didn't attend somebody else's wedding, and that's maybe even one friendship. It just seems a bit
one friendship.
Really, to be saying that everybody's taking
maybe
a step
that's
back.
just
I
one.
would actually like to hear from the other guests what proof we have that everybody has stepped back from Meghan and Harry.
Clara?
Well, there's tons of red carpet events and kind of big parties, big Hollywood parties that they have.
And Cara, isn't it true, Cara, that Beyonce was particularly annoyed with the fact that Harry and Meghan included in their documentary evidence of this text message that she had sent them, which made it look as if she was trying to pour rubbish on the royal family, and Beyonce wouldn't have wanted that text message to wrap it up to the world, would she?
Well, of course, and that's the main part of it, is that these celebrities are above everything like privacy, and when you are having private correspondence shared to make yourself look better, then people are obviously going to take a step back.
Yeah, and Joanna, what's with this?
But yeah, why would the Queen? Why would Beyonce want to interject herself into a family or whatever situation that Meghan was going through at the time of the docuseries? Like, okay, I'm sitting there or whatever, and then I guess, I don't remember when Beyonce sent the text, but when she sent it, it wasn't Meghan's place to read it. Just like it wasn't Meghan's place to say that Oprah had dissed her cottage. Ooh, you wouldn't believe this. Just unfiltered kind of stuff. But yeah, Hollywood's like, no. She says things and, we're going to be in a docuseries. We're going to be in a spare book. We're going to be in one of those. Because Harry put his whole family in there for her. And she's running. It's crazy.
The idea of being Markle,
I'm almost done.
And that there was some sort of row between David Beckham and Prince Harry over who had leaked stories. You've got to admit
that's a big story.
Doesn't put them in a good light.
I think until I hear it from David Beckham's mouth, and until I hear it from Beyonce's mouth, and let's just actually be real about, I think until I hear it from David Beckham's mouth, and until I hear it from Beyonce's mouth, and let's just actually be real about Beyonce. She runs the tightest ship. And I know this as a Beehive member, okay? Nothing gets out of... if Beyonce's got a problem with someone, we're not going to hear about it. So to even say, oh, Beyonce...
Yeah, she's not going to say anything, but that doesn't mean she wasn't displeased about it.
Actually is smart in terms of trying to, align herself with powerful people. She probably asked Beyonce, is this okay for me to put you in this documentary?
No, she didn't. Oh, so now she's giving her the benefit of the doubt. I didn't hear this part. So now it's at the end. Now she says, I'm sure that she asked Beyonce if it was okay for me to put this this text in there. I learned a long time ago that Meghan is not that type of person that would consult with anyone beforehand. Because if she would not have called the family racist without them knowing that she had an inkling of it. Because they had no idea that she was going to get on there and start talking about how suicidal she were. Because how did the family not know that she was suicidal if she went to HR? I think she had a conversation with someone lying. I don't trust her. Sorry, guys. I don't. I feel like it was time to go. She was ready to be president and tired of being royal, and said, I can't last 5 years. She never was going to. She was waiting to have that baby. I guess she felt like it would probably take 5 years before they conceived. And then, because she was leaving, but she needed an heir before she can really start her shenanigans, because Harry could just leave and not look back. But that heir keeps him tied, locked in. Ooh, let me tell you, when I found out she was pregnant, I said, that's it. I did. I said, that's it. It's it. I said, it sealed his fate for the most of his life. Ever. He will always have to deal with Meghan and her shenanigans. At some point, Harry may shake this off and get it together. But no. She didn't call and consult anyone. Meghan just does what she wants to do, and then she talks about it later to everyone else. Because, like on the docuseries, Netflix said they reached out to the palace. No, you didn't. The palace said, no, you didn't. You didn't reach out to us. You didn't give us a moment to look over this crapola, this 6-hour crap-a-fest. And where is it? It's not in an Emmy. She doesn't have an Emmy for it. As if she was ever going to. You don't, just because you're the Duchess of Sussex doesn't give you all these awards and accolades. It's interesting that she just wants things because she's the Duchess of Sussex. That's number one. Because she'll just go around asking for it.
Have actually been very vocal in their support. No, it makes no sense. And actually, if Meghan is as, cunning and actually is smart in terms of trying to, align herself with powerful people,
you would think
she probably asked Beyonce, is this okay?
There it is right there. She said if she has it all up there, she did. She even said it. She said if Meghan is as clever as she thinks she is, then she would have asked Beyonce, and that would have aligned her with no. Meghan thinks she's better than Beyonce, so she doesn't feel like she has to get permission.
For me to put you in this documentary. And Beyonce and Jay-Z have actually been very vocal in their support more than disdain.
Previously, yes, when they were in the royal family. But look, fascinating debate. Joanna, Jaju, Cara Kennedy, thank you both so much.
Okay, guys, I'm out. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to hit like and comment. I know I had a lot to say today. I hope I got it all out because it was just so much. My biggest takeaway with all of this with Meghan is, and maybe I'll start doing this, having a closure, but it's that I don't see her digging her way out from under, this disaster train wreck that just keeps hitting her. And I feel like that she doesn't try to do anything to help it, but makes the situation sometimes worse. So kisses to you guys. Have a great night.